Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the new edition of the Spinnaker Bradner, which comes in 4 different iterations. This is the red strap with the black dial. Now they have made some upgrades from the previous version, and the dimensions are slightly different as well as some of the components on this model. Now before getting started, I just want to do a quick wristwatch check. I am wearing the Submariner 114060. As you can see here, this is the no-date ceramic version. Great everyday watch. But this is the watch we're talking about today. Now before getting into this video, Spinnaker Watches does offer a discount code which is WA20, meaning you can save 20% on any model on their website. Link down in the description below if you want to pick up any of their watches. Definitely use the code WA20 at checkout. Now this model, let's take a closer look at it. It's a compressor style dive watch, as you can see here, and it's a quite nice one. Actually, one of their best selling models is this exact model, the Spinnaker Bradner. As you can see, like I said, it's the black dial with the red water-resistant genuine leather band. Now in terms of actual dimensions on the new model, which is this, we have a 42mm case diameter and we have a thickness of 14 millimeters. Now this case, it's a little thicker than the previous model, but it's not that bad. And this model actually does contain a genuine domed sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, which helps for legibility in the sunlight. And I think it's some much needed improvement compared to the previous model. This model also has a upgraded strap, upgraded lume as well, and an upgraded rotation of the inner rotating bidirectional bezel, as you can see here. So it's a compressor style dive watch. It's obviously an automatic watch. This one also has 180 meters of water resistance, which is kind of weird. I was thinking they would put 200 meters, but it's only 180 meters. I mean, doesn't really matter anyway. I don't really know. I think it's fine to go swimming in the ocean or pool with. I think you can just round it off to 200 there. So we have the dual crowns here, as you can see. Typical compressor style watch. Sort of a vintage throwback. Some of my favorite compressor style watches is probably the Longines Legend Diver. I think that's a really cool watch as well. But this is definitely more affordable at about $285 US minus the 20% code or the early code they will send you when you sign up down in the description below for the release. And yeah, so we have 42 by 14. We have a 20mm lug width here. We have nice applied markers, as you can see, in a square shape. We have nice long hands here, a lollipop tipped seconds hand, a black date wheel to match the black dial here, a Spinnaker applied logo, and then we have that loomed inner rotating bezel, which can be used to time your dive. As you can see, you just line it up there and you can time up to 60 minutes, which is very useful even for daily activities. Now the crown is screwed down over here. This one is not screwed down. And the movement inside of this watch is actually the Seiko NH35. Most of you are very familiar with this movement. It's has 24 joules, hand winding, hacking, definitely a very affordable movement, something that should be in a watch at this price point. So no problem with the movement there. We even get a glimpse of the movement through the exhibition caseback window with the custom Spinnaker rotor here, all brushed on the caseback as well as the entire case. There really is no polished surface besides the signed crown with the Spinnaker mainsail over here. And quite broad lugs and quite a thicker caseback for that extra water resistance, as you can see here. But everything looks pretty good. It's very smooth, the finishing. I have no issues there whatsoever. I like the black dial. This is probably my favorite iteration of them all, but there are a few different other ones if you want to check them out. So we have all lume on the inner rotating bezel on the hands and all the applied markers with Swiss Superluminova, which is much brighter than the previous version in my opinion. It's much more reactive, and I will get you a lume shot towards the end of the video if you stay with me here. Anyway, this movement is very easy to function. The crown itself has a pretty good grip. Nice solid pop out, no issues there. We get self-winding in the first position. You'll see the watch second hand start to move right now. There it goes. And then second position, we have a nice quick set date. And then your final position is your hacking position, where the second hand will come to a stop and we can set the time here. Very easy to function, screw in, screw out, no issues with the crown there. And then this bezel, it seems a little easier to move, a little more, I don't know, it just seems a little different here. No issues there, very easy to use. Now the red genuine leather strap itself is upgraded. It's a bit higher quality. We have hand stitching here. It's 20 millimeters. I believe it tapers down to 19, I believe. And we have the hand stitching white at each end, as you can see here. And they did change the buckle. As you can see, we have a nice signed brushed Spinnaker buckle, which is relatively smaller, I believe, and much more in proportion with the dimensions of the actual band. So this band is water resistant treated. As you can see, Spinnaker embossed on the back very nicely. And it does state water resistant leather there, which is pretty cool. It also is pretty flexible. Not like super flexible, maybe a day or two of break-in and you should be good to go, but it's definitely a comfortable band, and I don't see any need in switching out the strap immediately when you receive this model. Now here's the watch fitted to my 6.5 inch wrist, 42 by 14. As you can see, it really kind of curves down on the wrist there, and it's definitely a bit more bolder than the previous version, I did notice. As you can see, there's a side profile, there's the strap with the new buckle, and all around it fits my wrist just fine. My wrist is 6.5 inches, and I think you should have no problem wearing this watch if you have like a 6 inch to a 7 inch, even to an 8 inch wrist. And as you can see, I still have a lot more room for the strap there, so the strap is definitely long enough. We have two safety keepers there in red as well. All around, it wears pretty nice. Great for a daily wear, something you can get wet, not have to worry about. I think it looks pretty nice. So let's see what the Lume is about. The Lume is much better on this model, and I want to show you guys that. So I'm going to take my trusty flashlight and give it a little zap here, as you can see, and leave it there for about 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and wow, that's pretty bright, as you can see. Much brighter than the previous version, definitely lasts a lot longer as well. Everything is lit from the markers to the inner rotating bezel, and it doesn't really fade quickly, as you can see. So the Spinnaker Bradner, all around, it's a very nice watch. The quality is definitely there for the money. I like the vintage aesthetic on it. It looks really good. I think this is probably going to be one of their best-selling models again. It's just a style of watch and an aesthetic that people really do like. It has that vintage mixed with modern materials, and these NH35 movements are quite accurate. This one gaining 3 seconds a day, which is pretty incredible. So definitely pretty impressed with this release from Spinnaker. And let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Definitely check them out with the link in the description below, as well as the special discount code to save 20% on any model they currently have, and this model as well when it does release. Sign up starts April 16th, which is today, I believe, and the watch will be released a few days later, and then it'll go for main sale as well. And yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think, guys. This is watchaddictchannel.com. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much again for tuning in as always. Bye.